or 2 weeks. That's literally how it, even Spielberg. I mean it. When you're shooting, 3 weeks time. Yeah, that's always how it works.
I mean,
because and the reason for that, generally the reason for that is actors are 10 a penny. So the last thing that they can afford to do is find an actor to be in it. Because there's loads of you. It's more important that they secure the locations, the money, the this, the that, the that, do all the deals, and then 10 minutes to go, they can just find a bunch of actors to be in it. That's how it works.
There was a lot of secrecy about that little short that you did, and I think it was possibly one of the most popular shorts that has ever been done on Doctor Who. Around that same time...
It worked out really well. Well, it worked out well for me, only because it kind of had 10 days to itself.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have gone out when it did. It should have gone out like with the rest of the stuff on the 50th. But someone was going to leak it. Yeah. I've still got the text on my phone from Moffat, you know. And I remember because it was on my birthday. It was on my birthday, November 14th. In the morning, when he says, look, he said, sorry to spring this on you. Somebody's got it on a hard drive somewhere and they're going to leak it. You know, we live in an age of spoilers. So he said, I'm going to put it out now myself. I'm going to put it out. So hold tight.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And did you get a huge... You know,
well, the thing is, you know, then from the 14th to the 23rd, what's that? It had 9 days to itself. So it suddenly had like 2 million YouTube hits or whatever it was in those days. So it had that week to itself, which is great for us.
Yeah.
But what it was a red button thing, which was going to go out with the rest of the you know,
and
the
then
stuff.
you had the five Doctors as well that came out.
We were doing
that. So have you already filmed that little segment when you did that? Because you only did briefly the five Doctors.
No, I got the call from Moffat while we were shooting that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's ironic, because they look at you and they go,
I know.
He's doing something.
I know. And Moffat said to me, don't tell the others. Right? Don't tell anyone. I'm going, okay, but I'm actually with the others, like we're shooting this five, and of course that five stuff was literally about that. It was like predicated on that.
And did you keep it secret?
I had to, didn't I?
Yeah.
Look, I'm here to tell you, you know, sometimes keeping a secret's easy if all it means is you haven't got to say something.
Yeah.
That's easy. But whereas keeping a secret, like, eventually happened to the thing, someone was going to leak it. That's also, like, all the people, the crew people, the special effects people, everyone that had a copy of it is also having to try and keep it a secret. But that's more difficult. You know, somebody decides, no, I'm going to leak it. That's different. But like I say, if all it means is keeping your mouth shut, that's easy. That's the easy bit. But it was tricky because, like I said, we were filming that Five-ish Doctors.
And now looking at you.
And I had to lie to them.
Holly Baker's BDI.
You know, the only reason I got away with that is because when the 50th came out, Tom Baker was in it.
Yes, and
he hadn't told anyone either. And I think so he took all the flack, and not me. Yeah.
We've got time for one more question. Has anyone got one?
Yeah. Well, maybe we can squeeze two in, but
we'll do a couple.
Lady here now, we come over there.
Hello, Paul.
And then we'll sing a hymn for assembly.
Hello, Paul. I'm
Hiya.
Andrea. I'm going to mention your lovely brother Mark now. You've worked together on Perplexed Music.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And did you find it really emotional to work with him?
Work with him. It was lovely work with Mark. Yeah, we're going to try and do another one. In fact, we met the other day about it. No, Mark just had the idea. And all the equipment as well. Mark films a lot, so you know he's got his own business, so he could do it. When are we going to do it? Next week? It was just another one of them, you know. I want to do it next week. So yeah, we did that. I loved it. I loved working with him. Loved being directed by him. It was great. And I'd do it again. I'd do it, you know. I would. I really, really enjoyed that. Perplexed Music. Yeah, check it out if you've never seen it. It's quite sad, isn't it? It's about grief, but oddly, when you make films about really sad things, you always have a real laugh. Because you've got to, sort of thing. And the opposite is true when you're doing comedies. They're horrible, the atmosphere is horrible. It's like painful. Everybody's completely serious.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in it.
I suppose because they're constantly trying to be funny all the time.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's why I never do comedies. You always just do drama. It's much easier. Do drama about horrible subjects. You have a ball. Yeah, you never stop. Because it's like, what they got, gallows humour. You know, me and the brothers, we shot that thing about the Irish potato famine. We laughed all the way through it. Everybody did. Because what are you going to do, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? Anyway.
And last one over there, Pete.
Hi Paul, I'm Adam.
I know.
I know, yeah, we have a chat. So a final Doctor Who question, if I may. So obviously, you said you only needed Doctor Who less than 2 hours, but you've made hundreds of hours of audio.
Yeah.
And obviously you've talked a lot about being a jobbing actor and wanting to know where the next job's coming from. So obviously, realistically, Doctor Who is about work. If Moffat or Chibnall or someone brings you up, yeah, it's a job. But was returning for the 50th anniversary and doing something for the Night of the Doctor, was it more than just a job to be able to go back and, you didn't get 6 years in Vancouver.
It is more, yeah, Doctor Who is more than just a job. And going back to when we shot the thing in Vancouver, Janet Fielding told me that. Because initially I didn't want to do it, it took them months to persuade me to do it. I thought they weren't being serious, back then. Because I thought Eric Idle was going to, I thought it was Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, we'd heard Rowan Atkinson was going to do it. Someone you can sort of imagine it, or the rumours were, then, I said, why are you asking me? I thought Eric Idle, anyway, blah. But Janet was instrumental in persuading me to do it, but she was at pains always to say, but it ain't like any other job, right? Only do it if you can accept that it ain't like any other job. When you're in, it's like you're in a family. Or something that it will always be there. It will always be with you. You'll be part of something, and that's of course true. As we know from these shows, there are people that were in Doctor Who 40, 50 years ago twice, and they're still talking about it and signing photographs about it. One of my sons, he's in Jake. He's got his own wiki page. He said, "Dad, I got my own wiki page," because he was in Doctor Who once. It's mad, but it's great. But it's more than a job, yeah. It is more than a job. And I'm happy to tell you that, it's been the joy, really, probably the biggest professional joy in my life, being involved in it. And I've met loads of people. What's not to like, and so now, now, weirdly as well, I remember at the time thinking, okay, I don't mind shooting at that, but I'm never going to be that old fella that goes to them conventions and like looking at McCoy and I swore blind, and for a few years I managed to resist. Think, no, well, it's too scary. Why would I want to go with those scary people? But I soon changed my mind. But it's been lovely, and hopefully we'll still be sitting here in 20 years, still talking about it. I hope so.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Paul McGann.
From the banks of the band. Thanks, Paul. Good. I don't know.